the midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look, Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it tougher for the snow, we still gon' break roads. If we win the point fit, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
Let's go. Man, it had me hyped. I don't know about you guys, but man, the Bears had a win from beginning to the end. It was a full game. Everything was great. The atmosphere in the stadium was great. Justin was great. He performed for everything. I loved that game.
Yeah.
I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Tank Brown. I'm sorry, guys. I had to get it off my chest.
It was such a, I mean, the snow, everything about it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of good. It was showing the NFL that, like, hey, we got something cooking over here, man.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
And I think also Justin Fields showed the whole NFL, hey, if you don't want it, hey, you don't want me, someone else will.
Yeah.
Hey,
so, but yeah, I mean, also real quick,
I did win the toilet bowl championship, and win. I'm using that word "win" very loosely.
Yeah, win.
My dynasty league. Oh, it was not good. Dude, the guy who beat me was 0-14, never had a score above 105 points, and scored 140.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and he was killing. I mean, he literally killed me. He beat me by 30 points. So I mean, I can't sit there like, oh, I didn't deserve. No, I deserved to lose because he kicked my butt. Ford scored almost 30 points. He just had everybody, everyone who didn't do well the entire time. And all I could do is take my hat off and say, hey, you won fair and square. I was 6-8 during the season. I tanked 2 of the games. It's my fault.
Yeah.
So it was what it was. But I mean, as I said, Ford had 24 points. Khalil Mack had 12. Bernard had 18.5. Wilson had 11.5. Like, he just had some people score great. And Stidham had 16.8, who outscored Matt Stafford. So,
but also for you, like, you were doing really good because you had Tank Dell and CJ Stroud. So you had a really great stack. Then they both got hurt.
And they both got hurt.
And you're like, damn. Yeah, because you can live without Tank. You can live without Tank Dell. But when CJ went down, and oh man, that was the first thing I thought of, was because I had CJ on my team, and then I thought, I'm like, oh shit, Brian. Oh, well,
I'm in trouble. I was in super trouble, and now it's funny because I have the 3rd pick overall for our dynasty draft, and I'm going to get someone really good. But yeah, hey, Travis Kelce's for sale, guys. Anybody want to pick him up? And tight end is going to be a premium position. He is for sale. Let's go. First come, first serve. Now that I'm off of that. Oh, and hey, G Money, congratulations. Did a great job. You're 1 win. I bring the best out in people. I don't know how. Somehow I did it. Good job. Congratulations. I gotta give him props. So no matter what. Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to say that about the Bears next week when we gotta play the Green Bay Packers. F the Green Bay Packers. I mean that from the heart.
Is that this week already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
3:25 on Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. The Bears will be playing the Packers at Lambeau Field.
And that's it.
And I need Justin Fields to go have another game like he just had against the Atlanta Falcons and prove to everybody that he's not just our franchise quarterback. He's our franchise quarterback. And now we could go ahead and trade the number 1 pick. Go down a couple slots. Hey, Washington, you want to have Caleb Williams? Sure, you can have him.
Yeah.
Give me Deron Payne, and
I still like that Raiders pick, though, man.
Hey, Max
That
Crosby.
Raiders,
You want
the
that?
Max Crosby, a bunch of
You
firsts, a couple seconds, or a couple of seconds, or a bunch of seconds. A couple
I think you
firsts.
get two. I think you get Max Crosby 2 firsts. You get the same trade you got for DJ Moore.
Yep, yep, yep.
Hey,
And look what we got with DJ Moore. We got DJ Moore's best season. Like, why is no one talking about that? It's his best season. Career high PFF, career high yards, career yard touchdowns. Like, the dude is having a great year. Has the
a
best
real
year.
quarterback. He has a real quarterback there. That's why.
Once you fix this line and you solidify it like a little bit better and let them keep playing together some more, man. Let them go, So, but you know what I saw today? I was just going through the Bears in the last 7 games are 5-2.
Yep.
In the last 7 games, they are 5-2.
If we win Sunday, can you imagine if we were going 6-8? No, 6-2, the last 8 games of the season?
Yeah. But just think like the first half of the season, like it was bad. It was bad, but it was injuries. It was the line we're having a lot of issues. We were still trying to figure out who our damn D line was, and it wasn't until we figured out our D line, everything started coming in. Yo, what's up,
Hanzo? What's up, man?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
but we said that during the offseason. We said, hey, we gotta fix our defensive line. We get a great defensive end, everything changes.
Yeah. I mean, we were saying that. I remember, right? We were saying right before the season started, we were like, "Oh, we're gonna pick somebody up. We're gonna pick somebody up. We're gonna make a trade. We're gonna make a move," and we did it. And then look what happened. We sucked on defense, and now we have the best, like one of the best defense. I believe we have the best run defense in the league.
Yes, we do. We have the best run defense in the league,
and our pass defense is up there too. I don't know where it's ranked, but I know
we're very, very good when everyone plays. The problem is that we can't cover running backs out of the backfield. That's what we're bad at.
Yeah.
We're bad at running backs out the backfield. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
But everything else, we're great. And the defense is ready. So I've been talking about us possibly drafting a left tackle, maybe solidifying the offensive line.
Yep.
Guess who's the 3rd highest rated player this week?
No, was it Braxton Jones?
Braxton Jones PFF grade was 77.0. And he's only given up 1 sack all season.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I would still get a left tackle, though. I would still get a left tackle and make him compete for it, man. Make him compete for it.
Do you draft one, or do you now just say, okay, no, I'm going to bring one in?
I think you still draft one. I don't know, man. That's a good question, because if you're missing out on something else that you possibly could get. But right now, I mean, that's
3 technique help. 3 technique is huge.
I mean, do you go with do you still try to get Marvin Harrison Jr. and then you go after a 3 technique, and then you just try to find what the best available left tackle at that point?
Now that Arizona has won another game, beat the Eagles. What the hell? I don't understand what happened in the second half.
What the?
I don't know what Eagles were doing, Philadelphia was doing, but whatever. It happened. Whatever. But Arizona's now 4th, right? So now we have Washington and New England, who we can have trade partners. If we trade with either one of them, we can still get Marvin Harrison Jr., still get probably replace our 2nd round pick and get a 1st round next year.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I mean, that will be unbelievable. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. And then you cannot deny the effect that Poles had. As a first-time GM, granted, he's coming from a team that I still believe did things very, very well. Maybe not so much this year, but he left already. he learned his stuff.
Found out you need to have receivers to catch the ball.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, hey, but we've been in for how long?
DJ Moore might be our greatest receiver.
He
might. So I'm just saying, if he has 160 yards or something like that this last game, he will have the greatest single season any receiver has ever had for Chicago Bears.
I think he's exactly at 1,300 right now, he's exactly 1,300, which is crazy. But yeah. I mean, right now that's his best season by I forgot, maybe 100 yards or so, ish, something like that. So this game is just icing on top of all that. The highest touchdowns. He's going to get at least one more touchdown. But if he has can get
he has 9 touchdowns. He has 1,300 yards. He has 92 receptions.
Yeah.
So if the over under, I'm just for any betting fan, if you see the over under being 7.5 for DJ Moore receptions, pound the over.
Oh, yeah.
Justin Fields is going to throw to him until he gets 100.
Yeah.
it's happening.
I wonder. I mean, granted, your main thing is the win. I want that victory, and I think Justin knows if he wants that win and he wants to put up big points, you
get the ball DJ Moore.
You get to give it to Moore. And I'm sure it's in the back of his head. Moore wants to hit that 1,500. It's a possibility. It's a little hard. 200 yards is a lot. 200 yards is a lot. You need to have a career day with that one. And he's at 8 or 9 touchdowns.
9.
9. He's for sure going to hit 10 touchdowns. For sure going to hit that. He's going to get one. But yeah, I mean, I think Justin's the dude. And the last couple of games has really showed it. You know what I mean? So I think once you bring in a better offensive coordinator who works with him, not forces him into a scheme, works with him and develops a good scheme, I think we can see some like really, really cool shit next year.
I hate to say this to you, but it's possible that Luke Getsy comes back.
That's what winning does. I mean, winning kind of solidifies your job a little bit more, but I don't think Luke Getsy's going to come back. I think Poles sees it and Poles knows, and he's like, "No, we're not. We can't keep you, man. We can't."
I will say this. So though he did poorly when Justin came back, he still wanted to call the game he wanted to call. The last 6 games, he's called games, and the Bears have scored 24, 25, 26, 27 points every single game, at least.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that, and he says that he's learned his lesson, do you have to bring him back? I'm just saying this might be a reality that no one wants to really look at and be honest with, but this might be true. We might have to have him come back.
Yeah. Man. That sucks. That sucks.
So we the Bears have scored 37-27. They had that 117 against the Browns, but they should have won.
They should have
28, 12, 26, 16, 17. Like, they've done decent enough on offense. And
I mean, there's like 2-3 games where they had the lead. I think 3 games. They had the lead going in.
All-time greatest just pissing down your leg. Like, unbelievable.
I think like most of them were like, wasn't it like 6 minutes or so left? 6 or less minutes, and they were in the lead in the fourth quarter, and they just let off the gas. And to me, that's definitely that's a coaching issue, man. That's a coaching issue. You got to finish those games. Especially against somebody like the Browns. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta.
If we won that game right now, we'll be playing the Packers for a chance to get to the playoffs.
In the playoffs,
now,
which is crazy. What are the odds for Packers going to the playoffs? They have to win, get in.
They have to win. Yeah, they win, they're in. So it means we can stop them just by winning the game.
Oh, so that's a must. I mean, it's a must win anyway, just because you're playing the Packers. But now it's you can ruin their season. You have to win. You have to win.
Luke Getsy.
Wait, what about the Vikings? The Vikings are just.
It doesn't matter. So the Vikings, no, they're not out. But if the Packers lose and some other stuff happens, they can still be in.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, to ruin their season would just be a great, great day. Can you imagine that we all be 89?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Packers, the Bears, and the Vikings all be 89 behind the Lions.
Yeah. Oh my! I do want to talk about that Lions game a little bit. Whoo, man.
The referees are the worst referees I've ever seen. I mean, dude, that's so you come up and say, hey, 68 is eligible. We're going to put 68 eligible. But since 70 was coming in eligible all those times, the referee tells the defense 70 is eligible, even though the office told him the right number that was eligible.
Mm-hmm. There's all the new video clips. In Spanish too. They even got like the SAP translation of it, where it says like everyone is like 70. Everyone said 70, and I don't get how that happened. Like, probably like why you said, but like 70 wasn't even next to the refs. He comes running in. If you watch it, how it is, he comes running in as the ref is walking away already. He's like, so I don't.
It's funny because so they threw 2 flags on him, right? Because 70 was lined up incorrectly and 68 was lined up incorrectly and went out for a pass. So but they told him 68's the one who's going to be the eligible receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you mess something like that up.
Yeah. I mean, the game's on the line. It's the end of the game. It's the officiating has been getting worse and worse and worse for a bunch of different things. Yeah, I just, it's.
Do you think that
really
we do something else? Do we need professional referees? Do we need to figure out how to do this? Like, you cannot be a part-time ref or official.
Yeah. And I think we talked about that earlier in the year too with other bad calls. It's like you need to have a professional referee. Like this is your full-time job. This is all you do. You focus on it. And when it's the off season, for the NFL, you're trying to figure out better ways to become refs. You know what I mean? Like, or you go
classes and you're doing all the stuff. Yeah.
Go to other, there's the Canadian Football League. It's a little different, but I mean,
it's training your eyes. It's playing football. It's doing those things, seeing how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was bad. And it was bad. And it's not the first time. And it's not the first time this year. It's sad. It sucks.
And it's just disappointing. It's disappointing. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it except Dan Campbell.
I know.
That's what you get for winning that game.
The memes that are coming out of it are great. That's for sure.
See. Oh, so speaking of the rest of the NFL, can you think about AFC South right now? Jacksonville is 9-7. Indianapolis is 9-7. Houston, Texas are 9-7. And they're going into the last weekend. They're all 9-7 going into the last weekend.
That's interesting.
So the Jags are playing, I believe, Tennessee, right? I believe the Jags are playing Tennessee. I believe Houston is playing the Colts. So one of them is going to be 10. Is going to have 10 wins. Either Houston or the Colts are going to have 10 wins.
Well, you said the Jags are playing the Titans, right?
Yeah.
So that gives the Jags 10 wins, and then
who knows? I mean, they've been losing a lot.
That's true. That is true, man. They got.
What's up, Rasta?
Hey, what's up?
Unfortunately, Get Right won our Build a Block League because I also lost. I went 1-7, the most important week of the year. I went 1-7 this past week. It was awful in fantasy. I couldn't believe I was losing everything. I could. And the one league, one game I won, it's the one I didn't care about. How?
That's how it goes, man. It's always the championship week, man. Like shit, it's not normal. Things start changing and start effing everything up. And
no CMC going out. That was it.
Yeah, I bet you that
Jahmyr Gibbs not doing, and then CMC. I was like, fine, okay.
Screwed a lot of people.
It's like, you're just gonna do that to me, huh? You're just gonna go out CMC. I had chance to defend it for Dynasty Pylon, and of course, no. Nothing. CMC carried me the entire year, and then he's going to mess up. Actually, I'm sure Ross is the reason it happened. He's the reason. He's the resident 49ers fan, and somehow he's the reason that it all happened. And just to make sure his boy won the championship. It's all your fault. I know it. I know it. I feel it now.
You cheer too hard for a Niner.
Hey, what up, B?
Hey, what's up?
I'm watching What If. I might roll back and watch it again tonight. I don't know if I'm going to sleep. I was going to watch What If again. It was just that good.
It really is.
So Anthony says, ouch. I went 3-2, 2 belts in a ring, and placed 42nd out of the 70,464 in the underdog tourney.
Nice.
Man, that is awesome. Over 2K in total winnings this year. Wow, let's fucking go. Yeah, that's awesome. CMC screwed me. Your fault. You did this.
He demands half of that 2,000.
Like literally 3 of my leagues, all because of CMC. 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
You laughing at me. Look at him just laughing. Oh, man. That and Ford. Ford scoring 24 points. What the? You ain't scored 24 points in the last 6 games.
Combined.
Whatever.
No,
That's what happens. But, hey, speaking of that division now, so it looks like I think the 49ers is going to waltz right in to number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
They have 12 wins, right? So CMC is going to take the game off. They can either go 12-5. No one else. What? Detroit's the only one that could possibly stop them from getting the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
No. So they clinched the division and the bye.
Oh, they already got the bye too?
Yep, they are clinched the bye.
Okay, so it don't matter.
Yep, so they're good regardless.
Yeah. So yeah.
Just like the Baltimore Ravens have already clinched the bye.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. I don't know, man. This getting back to my Bears thoughts. I look at our division and think that if we go beat Green Bay, are we the new Detroit Lions from last year?
Could be.
Except they had 2 first-round picks too. Remember for this past draft, and we ended up with 2 first-round draft picks too.
Yeah,
and we put some talent around Justin Fields. Are we the same thing that they were doing?
Yeah. I mean, they're doing good stuff. Honestly, though, I know I get a lot of hate for it. I'm not a big fan of Dan Campbell. I don't think he's a good head coach. He's energetic. I think he hypes people up, but I'm not a fan.
I don't think a head coach needs to be the great football player, great football mind. He needs to be someone that rallies the troops and keeps everyone,
which he does,
heads above water. Yeah,
which he does. But excuse me, I think that's our only issue is I don't know if Eberflus. If I had to pick between Eberflus and Dan Campbell, I would probably go with Dan Campbell though.
Really, because Eberflus, think about what he did.
He has been doing great, especially with that defense on the defensive side. He's doing amazing.
So think about where this team was.
Mm-hmm.
When we're 0-4, and then 1-4, and then 1-5, and we were reeling. The team, and he kept the team together because in that point in time, they could have all say forget it. 1-5, we were 2-5, 2-7, 2-7. We're 2-7, and no one quit. No one gave up. He kept everyone belief. And then now this team is getting stronger and stronger and tighter together. And look how young they are. Yeah. Oh no,
they're gonna be good for a while. What's up?
Congratulations, them boys. Them boys is who beat me in the Builder Blocks League. He did an amazing job. I still blame CMC, but he scored all the points. I've always said if you score 130 points, you're gonna beat me. He didn't score that at all because I didn't have to score that. He scored 102. I should have averaged my 115, but when Christian McCaffrey, he had 11 points, but just not enough. And Jahmyr Gibbs didn't do anything, and Devontae Smith didn't do nothing. So I lost, even though DJ Moore had 26 points, and he just had a good team. And Lamar Jackson scored 50 points by himself. So them boys won, and I'm so glad that he won because I'm glad he deserves to get a jersey. So we're gonna definitely get that jersey to him.
Yeah,
me and Martin were just talking about that. Was it yesterday? So yeah, we're gonna get that jersey out to him. So congratulations, them boys. I can't say nothing but hey, you won, and you deserve it.
So you're picking a Redskin jersey, right? Or Redskin jersey? Well, Commander jersey. Commander jersey.
I just thought there's gonna be a Dallas. It may make more sense for me.
I know.
Dallas,
We'll
do all that. Oh my goodness! So we'll get you a Commander's jersey, number 4. Yeah, we'll do that. Good job. Yeah.
It's on its way.
It's in the mail.
Yeah.
Had to jump on and brag a little about beating you. Hey, I blame CMC. Whatever. But no, literally, Lamar Jackson scored 50 points. He won it for you. And I think he won the MVP because of that too.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not Tank.
Come on. You'll make Mark happy.
Yeah, Ricardo Brado, and he said, hey, I placed number 2. I would have won if I had put Pacheco and Adams in. Pacheco was good.
Yeah. He had a. I saw somebody say like he ran like he bit somebody. Like,
that's how he always runs. He runs like he's Blanca from Street Fighter, like his hair's on fire. Every time I see him.
Yeah, he had a really solid game. Adams, I didn't really pay attention to, but Pacheco, I saw all the highlights for that one.
And the boy says Lamar definitely saved my ass. Yes, he scored half your points. One guy scored half his points.
I guess. I mean, that's what happens when you have the MVP or potential MVP. He needs
my MVP would have scored.
A nail in the coffin.
Yeah. If CMC would have scored his 25 points he's been averaging a game, we would have had a chance. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I lost by 16 points. About 16 points. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a rough one.
Yeah, when one guy scores 50. So yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I gotta say congratulations, man. He's been in all of our stuff. Them boys have been around for a long time. So only thing I can say is, hey, good job. And next year, I'm whooping all y'all. All y'all. Oh man. I wish I could have went through the whole thing because I beat Rasta last week. And I could have went to them boys this week. That would have been great.
Get all the get right guys.
Yeah. Get them all out.
You get them all. Yeah. Now the builder blocks is a lot of fun, man. It is a lot of fun. Like it's so different. It's so much fun. I really like it. So hopefully, we keep going back next year.
Oh well, what said I'm tired of at least you didn't have to go versus CD. CD Lamb was a monster, but I went against Lamar, so that's not much better.
Yeah, it's true. And the only thing that could be worse is if we had Lamar and CD.
Oh my goodness,
man, that shit just game over. Uninstall the app. Don't even watch football that week. You're done. Because somebody's got to have that, man. I mean,
so CD had 33.7. Lamar had like 49 or some 48 points.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, 49.55.
Wow.
If you had those two together, you literally had 82.5 points from two people. You can have zeros and win.
Pretty much.
So you're actually the only one I've been okay losing to, Brian. You deserve a jersey too. Somehow it just never happens. It just, no matter what's going on, I can't win a jersey.
I know, man. You get so close.
I'm always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
You get so close, man.
And I had the team, but then it happened. CMC just got hurt. Jahmyr Gibbs decided not to play. I don't know. Devontae Smith just fell apart. So yeah, exactly. Gibbs and Diggs, man. But Diggs, I saw Diggs coming. I was surprised Gibbs didn't, because he's been scoring so many points. He just fell apart, and you get lucky sometimes. So, I think the best thing you could do when you lose is to take your hat off to the other person and just say, "Hey, you're the better person this time," and just be happy.
Yeah, that's our fantasy. That's how it goes sometimes. It just sucks.
So, still can't believe I played Diggs over Adams, and he would have won. And I think about that all the time too. Like I should have done this, should have done that. But at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. Only thing you can do is do the best thing, the best knowledge you have. Go with that, and let the chips lay where they may.
Yep.
Rasta tried to get me last week by playing Justin Fields and playing my heart. You know, me watching him scoring all these points. But you know, I'm just glad that he didn't play him this week because I would have still lost that way.
Yeah, right.
See, I lost plenty this week. Me too. As I said, 1-7.
Damn.
1-7.
That's like just stat wise, like so hard to do.
Like you can't make it to that many championship games and lose that many games.
Exactly.
But I have the same team all the time.
Yeah.
You know, when you like the guys you draft the same guys. And like, oh, I'm doing so great. Stupid people. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, we'll probably go. Obviously, we'll still go live every Sunday, talk about that. Because for the very weird, random leagues,
they have the 2 championship games.
Week 18. Week 18, the last week is the championship game, which is crazy. You know, so
you should fire your commissioner if you have week 18 and you already know CMC brought you all the way here, and all of a sudden he's out.
I'll be so pissed. I was gonna send Martin a clip I saw of Russell Wilson, you know, where he's in that video. He goes, "Let's ride," but he's wearing a Falcons jersey. There you go, Martin.
That might happen instead of Justin Fields. Justin might stay with the Bears, and Russell Wilson, as much as you don't want to see that, if you get it for cheap,
yeah. What are you gonna do?
The Falcons could win with him. I mean, they have a talented team. They need a new offensive coordinator, but they got a talented team. I can see it.
I can super see him, but yeah, but it would just go to what Marta has been saying about the Falcons. You know, it's like they get all the has-beens, all the wash up. Yeah, with running backs, quarterbacks. You know, or at least for sure the running backs. I know he said that, but
I think they go ahead and if they bring Russell Wilson in, you draft someone too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you bring both of them in, and 2 years you have your young guy start and take over.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
But that's sad that Russell Wilson is now becoming that traveling quarterback. You're just going from team to team to team, seeing what he can do. You know, it's sad, but you know, it's reality right now.
Yeah. So I just saw this. This needs to be our maybe our logo or something for the channel. Just say no. The dude don't even want to be here. Why would I want to do that? That doesn't want to be here. Marvin Harrison, he said he wants to be here. I mean, not flat out, don't get me wrong, but he hinted like, hey, you know, cool, you know. So it's so frustrating. Like hearing people talk about this dude. I was like, he don't want to be here.
You know, but I think what everyone's saying is seeing the talent level. My worry about him is he's slightly built. He's another guy who's not very tall, not very big, not very strong. And we play in an NFL league like, you get hit on the ground. You got to be tough to be able to deal with this stuff. You know, Caleb Williams would probably do better going somewhere that has a dome, you know, fast turf, you know, somewhere like that.
I agree.
Playing somewhere hot. Here, we need someone who has some grit to them that can win, that can be tough. Do you remember that play where it looked like Justin Fields got swallowed up and somehow he bounced out of it and ran for a first down? That's what you need.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
You need that guy. You know,
Justin has shown in the past couple of years he is tough. You know, like oh my God, the hits he took from running. You know, like he.
I don't know why referees don't want to secure him or protect him. I don't understand.
I don't know, but yeah, but he needs he's the dude. He is the dude. I think. Yeah, right, and it's so much. Go ahead.
So, what pick are the Bears going to end up with since the Cardinals won? So the Bears are already guaranteed the number one pick.
Yeah,
we already guaranteed number one is in the books. I believe we trade that pick because there's no way you draft Marvin Harrison Jr. number 1 overall.
Yeah. No. You trade away. It would suck if we do miss out on him somehow, but
hey, you saw that Washington game? They got some receivers that could play. They got neighbors who could play. There's a lot of guys. I mean, if I have to go down to 8 and give me another receiver, but I get 3 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Like I said, you got to make the smart move and not the move you want to make no matter what. You know what I mean? The move you make no matter what is just to pick Marvin Harrison. And I've seen some people in some of these Facebook groups are like, if you want him so bad, just take him for first. I was like, but that's such a waste of a first, and
exactly.
And as much as I want him, if we can get all this crazy shit that people are throwing out there for a first, then that's something you're willing to, take a bite on. It sucks. It sucks so bad, man. But
no, you have to do what you have to do. You have to have this be the gift that keeps on giving, no matter what.
Yeah.
If you don't do it right, then you'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
So right now, Washington Commanders own the 2nd pick. That's what Bardo was asking.
Okay.
So right now, Washington Commanders have the 2nd pick, and the New England Patriots have the 3rd pick. And then Arizona.
So win or lose for those 3 teams, are those kind of be like it? Like
Commanders Commanders and Patriots could flop.
Could flop. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They could go 2nd, 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's not good. Then if you want to trade down to 2, you could trade down to 3 because the only person that will draft Marvin Harrison Jr. is 4 at Arizona.
Yeah.
And the you say call Washington State. Well, how I bet Howell wasn't even supposed to start now. They were benching him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if he didn't get hurt, if what's his name didn't get hurt, then he would have already been he would have been started. Howell would have been on the bench and now been it.
Yeah.
That's just how it is right now.
I think that the Patriots might be a good
perfect trade.
I mean, either yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just that Raiders one. I keep seeing that pop up everywhere. I was like, Max Crosby, though.
I told you it's not a pipe dream. This is something that I've seen. It makes sense. Let's see if I can find this for you.
Oh, and then DJ Moore said he grew up with Marvin Harrison Jr. Both from Philly. They ran track together. I didn't know that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
When our quarterback could be the fastest one of the 3.
Yeah, he said, he was on the track team. He was like 5 years younger than me. He was on the team, so I suppose we ran together sometimes. So that's the full quote. That's not the paraphrase quote. So it's not like they're BFFs. It makes it seem.
He's a lot younger than him. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Bardo says, wasn't he leading a lot of stuff earlier in the season? Yeah. And then he says, no way they bench him. He was benched already. Jacoby Brissett got hurt. And that's why Sam Howell ended up playing. Jacoby Brissett got hurt. They already benched Sam Howell last week. And then Jacoby got hurt in practice, and Sam Howell had to play. And then they lost. Still.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're looking for a QB, I think.
Yeah, if you're bringing in another coach, which is Ron Rivera's out.
Yeah.
Black Monday.
Black
Monday, he's out. That's happening. They're gonna bring your own coach in. They're gonna want their own quarterback, and I believe I think Drake May is gonna be their guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think we're gonna trade with the Patriots. I think we trade with the Patriots. Drake May ends up going to Washington. Mm-hmm. East Coast guy. And so you have those 2 guys, Sam Howell and Drake May, like they did before.
Mm-hmm.
The Carolina connection. I could see that happening. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah,
I get them boys. Atlanta couldn't win with Mahomes as long as they have coaching like they had recently. Man, Arthur Smith is bad, man. I don't know what is going on. Oh, I'd much rather have Fields and Harrison than Caleb any day. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the Bears are going to win against Green Bay, and they're going to end up with the 13th pick. So they're going to have number 1 and 13, I think. Which means you trade down for the 1, you get another second rounder, and then 13 you grab whoever's the best defensive end. You know, unless you trade, you got the Max Crosby trade, and if you do that, then you get the best 3 technique. And then the second round, you grab your center.
Yeah, that's
what you need to have.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan though too. So
you get a center, man. This team.
Oh man, like a solid center, like somebody that you can build around. You know, I mean, Lucas Patrick. From what I remember, I don't know what his rating is. I don't think he did horrible, but he's not reliable and he's not great. You know, he's just not okay at best.
Okay, yeah, at the best, he's just okay.
Yeah. And CBS Sports, that's what I was looking. I was looking for an article. CBS Sports with their mock draft says the Bears take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 3 after trading down twice.
I think they trade down once.
Yeah, I think it's just once. So
I think the Patriots wants to go number 1, and that's what they do. All right, so Bardo says, why would you skip out on generational wide receiver though?
Exactly.
So for Washington has enough. Look, they have 3 number 1 wide receivers. They have no one to give them the ball.
Yeah,
they have no one to give them the ball. Yeah. So for us, I feel like the only reason why we don't draft, trade down, get Marvin Harrison is someone who's like 7 or 8 gives us a better deal.
Yeah. And where's the Raiders at? Raiders are at what? 6, 7?
Raiders are at. Oh man, the Raiders are still in the playoff hunt. They're at 11.
Fuck. They're 11. Fuck, really?
Yeah, they're 11.
I haven't paid attention to that.
You can still get Dallas Turner from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
You get someone like that. Even though we're probably gonna be like 13, so we'll get back to back guys. That means Malik Neighbors will be gone, and Dunes will probably be gone because the Falcons are probably gonna get Romeo Dunes from Washington, who was amazing yesterday. But if you get the right people, doesn't matter. Yeah. You can put a lot of talent around just the Fields, and then all of a sudden, we are building the juggernaut.
A young like juggernaut on top of that, so
there you go. You see Dallas Turner immediately announced for the draft when he got to the locker room. As soon as he walked in, he said, yeah. So I'm putting my name into the draft and I will be there immediately. Like that it was smart though. I think that's a smart thing that you need to do.
Yeah.
Play the week, play the game, see what you could do. And Turner's like, hey, already, Alabama's lost. We're out. I'm going to the draft. Yeah, I could definitely see if we don't trade with a team to get a great defensive end, I could see Dallas Turner being a Bear. And he played the run and pass very well. Very well the way he did. I was very impressed with what I saw from him.
Okay, I'll take that.
So do Pats have the second pick? As of right now, the Washington Commanders have number 2 and New England has number 3.
Yeah. But you said they could flop depending on
if Washington wins. And it's gonna be who has the lower what's it called? Strength of schedule. Depending on who has a lower strength of schedule, that's what's gonna happen. And do the Pats take a QB? With a new coach, there's no doubt in my mind to take a QB.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No doubt in my mind. Because, what are the reports is, so Belichick is probably going to be one of the finalists for the Chargers. He could go to a lot of different teams, but I think someone's going to want Bill Belichick. He could be the Commanders coach.
That's not bad. That'd be interesting.
I can see that.
Yeah. As soon as Belichick is like, I'm gonna go somewhere. I mean, everybody. I mean, I can see 30 teams going after him. Like, what do you want? I'll give you whatever.
Because he still is a great defensive coach. I mean, they just have no offense. So you
Mm-hmm.
put him with a great offensive mind, he can do something special, or very special.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, peanut butter and waivers? Yep. What's up, man?
What's up?
Who will get Caleb Williams? Who do you think is going to get Caleb?
Ooh, I can see. I think Washington. I think that's what you were saying, right? You were saying Washington goes.
I could see Washington want to get Caleb Williams. I could also see New England want to get Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, it's gonna be one of those two. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of those two that are gonna trade with us.
Or, as I said, Las Vegas is
the Vegas
perfect.
Thing.
It's warm. Is where back where he's played college. In California. So I mean, it's everything you want. It's a huge town. It'll be on a huge stage. It's a brand new stadium. You could pick
the only thing is
Tom Brady's mind, his brain.
Yeah. If you're the Raiders and you want to trade with the Bears to get that number one, you have to give up a lot. Like you said, Crosby is definitely on that list. A bunch of
I think you have to give up. You have to give Crosby up. You have to give up your first round pick. You want to give up 2025's first round pick, probably 2026 second round pick, and then a second round pick of 2024. All five of those things for them.
Yeah,
that's
because
unless it might be more because it's Caleb Williams, so it might be more.
Yeah, it's how bad do you want him? Because now you're also telling the Bears, we want your pick so bad, even though we know you want this guy. So now you got to make it not only worth the first round pick, you have to make it worth us not picking up the receiver that we want to get. You know what I mean? So it's like you need to make it super worth it. And that's like you would have to go in there and kind of rob them like what we do with the Panthers. You know what I mean? But we won't. I can see the Washington and the Pats not giving up as much, but it's still a decent amount. It's like a big haul, like robbing them compared to like a medium size.
You get 2 second round picks and maybe a player.
Yeah.
So do you think the Giants trade up? They could. I don't think the Giants take a quarterback.
Yeah.
I think they go Fashanu. I think Fashanu goes to the Giants. He's the best offensive tackle. He's from Penn State. I think that's where they go. Because, Daniel Jones, they have Tyrod Taylor. They got a lot of stuff, but they don't have a line. Until they fix their line, there's no point in getting another quarterback. You can have 5 quarterbacks you can't block from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Raiders get Fields, Bears draft Williams. If you did that, because it's not beyond the possibility, but if you did do that, you have to realize that you're basically telling your team that you're no longer looking to win.
Yeah.
Right now,
you're still rebuilding.
You only have 3 years left. 3 years of DJ Moore, right? So now you're gonna have a rookie come in. You're going to take a little bit step back. Long term, that might work for you, but you're gonna take a step back. Your team is pretty much ready to win now, and you'll be wasting the whole Montez Sweat because you only have 3 years of him too.
Yeah.
So why would you do that? I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of the big shots I listen to, and the big analysts and stuff like that, like they're all saying like Fields is better than Williams. Other players are saying Fields is better than Williams. The only ones that keep saying Williams is better than Fields are like Chicago fans. For the majority.
Caleb Williams is more talented than Justin Fields was coming out of college.
Mm.
You know what Justin Fields has? Justin Fields is 6'3", 235 pounds. He runs like a deer. He's tough. He's going to you can depend on him. You can lean on him. He's going to be a great. There's no thoughts about his character. There's character problems when looking at Caleb Williams. Can he lead a team? Are people going to fight for him? So Caleb Williams, it could be a Kyler Murray type of guy. Really talented. They say he has an arm like Mahomes. You know, he's smart. He's really accurate.
Mm.
You know, but I don't know if he holds up in Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I think Raiders would be crazy to give up Crosby when there's many good QBs in the draft. Caleb Williams is 100% overrated. I'm not wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you. Not at all. But if you want to be this big splash thing, then you will trade up. And if the Raiders call me, first thing I'm saying is Max Crosby. 26-year-old, unbelievable defensive end. And then I want to show me the money, show me the first round picks. Even though I think Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback. Personally, I think
I know
would
that's
have
what you've been
Daniels.
saying. Yeah. I'm not big on Williams. You know.
So you're Justin R. Flunk. Okay, that's fine. Where does May and Daniels go? So I actually think that New England's going to try to get Caleb Williams. I think May will go to Washington and they will have both Carolina quarterbacks. And I think Daniels, that's difficult for me to say. I can see Daniels fall a little bit, and Atlanta gets him.
Ooh,
that would be perfect for Atlanta.
That really would.
Or I wouldn't even be surprised if Atlanta traded up to maybe like 6, trade with the Chargers. And the Chargers think that Brock Bowers will fall to them. You know, and you trade up and go grab Daniels. And Daniels being with Atlanta will be cool. Even though I know New Orleans would love to have him. But I think Atlanta could be the one.
Yeah. Go after it. I mean, if they get Daniels, that's what we were saying earlier. You get Daniels and then you can get Russell Wilson for super cheap. You know, let Daniels sit behind Russell Wilson for a couple years.
Exactly. You know, even though the problem with Daniels is he's older.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So what I remember from Jaden Daniels is where he started. You know. So I mean, he started for what was it? I believe he had started for Arizona State. I want to say it was Arizona State. So I mean, he's 6'3", he's 200 pounds, he's 23, he's 23 now. He's already 23, so he'll be 24 next year. So I don't know. I think he's the one that I will want. Yeah, he's what's his name from Cincinnati? Joe Burrow. Burrow, remember, is older than everyone else. He transferred from Ohio State.
I mean, but look what it did to Burrow. It kind of let him develop a little bit more. I mean, also Burrow is kind of a cheat code when you have 2 great freaking wide receivers. Mixon decided to be the best he's ever been, you know, and then a great O-line. So it's like
I always said those fools go to me. I always said those fools go.
Yeah.
You know, I said they're going to fall back because I thought that Lamar, if you ever got Lamar got paid his money, that he was going to play and he was going to stay healthy. So Lamar, once again, he's going to be MVP again. And that's what happens in that division. Then you still have the Mike Tomlin effect, which means they're never going to be below 500. That's just what it is. And now the Browns have found Joe Flacco. So, they went to bargain basement finding.
Where'd that come from?
Joe Flacco might end up taking to the Super Bowl. You know?
Yep.
It's crazy.
Joe Flacco.
I love Penix as a college quarterback. Michael Penix Jr., I remember seeing him in Indiana, and everyone talking about how talented he was in Indiana. He was always there. He was always talented because I'm an Illinois guy. See right there. He was in Indiana. But my question was, is he ever going to be great? And I'm not even sure he's going to be great as an NFL prospect. I think he'd be a good quarterback. Not necessarily a great quarterback, but you can't teach size a lot of times. That's where I always go to. You can't teach these things. When someone's big like that, strong, sturdy, I kind of like him. I wouldn't be surprised though if Penix falls to a strong team. Falls to a team that is looking to get rid of their quarterback, maybe. I don't know. Tampa Bay, maybe. Maybe Penix goes to Tampa Bay. 20th pick, something like that.
How many more years does Stafford have? Because he got to be. Does he? He's got to be kind of coming to the end of his career.
I'm gonna guess 2.
Yeah, I mean, do you try to get somebody like that? Sit him.
That would be a great job for that would be great for the Rams. Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah, that's why I think, like you said, like a strong team, quarterback that's getting ready to go. You already can. Like Stafford. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really always believe in like, oh, the old guy teaches the new guy, but also just seeing
Stafford would be that guy that would. He would.
Yeah, I think he would though. And he might be a little bit older, but hey, he's still tough, man. He's still tough.
But did you see Penix? Did you see the throws that he was making yesterday?
Yeah.
The dimes he was throwing all over the field. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. Like I said, usually I don't watch a lot of college stuff. Towards the all the bowls and stuff like that, I'll chime in and stuff, and I'll see a lot of names going around. I've seen his name all over this weekend, just everywhere this weekend. So I'm like, wait, who's this kid? And then I saw like, oh shit, okay.
Dude, he was amazing. He has a great receiver. He has 2 great receivers, but he was playing his butt off. And he's a great college quarterback. I think he'll be a good professional quarterback. And a team like that, I think, 2023, that makes sense. I can see it. So there's not much difference between Drake May, Daniels, Bo Nix, Penix, Caleb, especially when you're looking at the number 1 pick compared out of the top 10. You say that, but then you think about the draft that Justin Fields was drafted in. Yeah. We got T-Law, right? Then what everyone overthought it, because Justin Fields, T-Law and Justin Fields has always been 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Everyone overthought it. And next the next 3 guys are all awful.
Yeah. That was because it was Zach Wilson.
Yep.
Right, goes before him, which is fucking the stupidest thing ever. And mac and cheese.
No, so mac and cheese.
Well, they both of them went
15. He went. Mac and cheese went 15. You don't remember who went before him?
No, who else?
San Francisco.
Oh shit, that's right. Oh my God, I thought it was mac and cheese. No, yeah, you're right. It was Trey Lance.
Trey Lance went before that.
I completely. I feel bad.
And remember, and San Francisco traded up for him.
Yeah,
and didn't get Justin Fields. And when you have quarterbacks that look like they're very similar, some small things can really change that. So, like, my thing with Trey Lance was that he never played enough in college.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Zach Wilson was not a good leader, and he had flaws. So him going to New York was a problem.
Yeah. Zach Wilson had that one great highlight of him throwing a crazy deep ball. It
was beautiful.
Great, cool. Like
in the shorts Olympics. It'd be great.
But that increases value so much. So yeah. I mean, now it's coming to the point. It's like, who is the best quarterback out of that year? Is it Fields or is it T-Law? And it's a lot closer than people think.
Fields is going. I mean, his stock is like this right now.
Yeah.
T-Law's is still going up, but just at a smaller incline.
Yeah.
I think I've always said I think Justin Fields is going to end up being a top 10 quarterback when it's all said and done.
I think so. Right now he's got a top 10 wide receiver with
exactly.
So
the boy's good. When I say he got his own money, he got his own money. The boys are amazing. So, who's going to win the NCAA championship?
Ooh.
I think there's no doubt it's going to be Michigan. I think Michigan was much better than Alabama. They're a better coach. They were a better team. They just made a lot of mistakes, especially on special teams. Michigan is a tougher team. That defense is really, really good. That line just moves people. and I think they're just tougher. So I think Michigan wins.
Okay. Damn. And that's without the
best left guard, right guard. Yeah.
Mm.
He's probably the best one in the nation. But what's really interesting is that I'm saying all that about Michigan, but both these teams are going to be Big Ten teams next year. No matter what, next year, the Big Ten will have the reigning NCAA football champion. No matter what.
Wait, both of them? So number 1 and number 2?
So Michigan is always Big Ten, and Washington's last year as not a Big Ten. They'll be Big Ten next year.
Next year, okay.
Yep. So no matter what, the Big Ten will have the reigning NCAA champion.
That's interesting.
Mustafa the Great says every time a black QB is potentially on the trading block, the national media tries to push them to Atlanta. You're 100% right. You are 100% right. But guess what? You guys should have got Lamar. Can you imagine Atlanta with Lamar? Everyone's talking, oh, Lamar, he's injury prone. I was like, no, he just ain't got paid.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and try to work through all these other things when you're not paying me. Lamar, now he got paid. Now he's the MVP of the league. And this is Ravens' year. This is the Ravens' year.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Yeah. Yeah. Once you get paid, that little ache in your knee isn't that big of a deal anymore. Before you get paid, you're like, I don't know. It could be something bad.
I can't fight for this team. They're not going to pay me.
Yep.
It's a good question, Ken. I'm a WSU and an OSU fan, so I really wish they could both lose. Yeah. Wow, you're Ohio State and Washington State. Yeah. So no, I tell you, Michigan. I hate Michigan. Muck Fishigan. I have T-shirts that say Muck Fishigan all over the place, but I think they're a better team. And I think Harbaugh wins, walks off to the sunset, and becomes like the Chargers head coach next year. I thought it was going to be the Bears, but it looks like Eberflus is staying. So,
yeah.
So, last year, they're trying to push Lamar to Atlanta. You should have got him. They should have grabbed him. They had a chance. And now you're a quarterback away.
Yeah. Now you can get the
MVP.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have Russell Wilson.
There you go, Russell Wilson.
Let's ride. Does T. Higgins leave the Bengals? Hell yeah.
Yep. You've been saying that since last year, since like 2 years ago, whatever it was. It's like once they come to money time, they can't afford him.
They can't afford to pay him and Jamar Chase. You're not going to get rid of Jamar Chase for T. Higgins. T. Higgins is going to be like somewhere like Carolina, or let's say the Bears draft. Let's say the Bears draft Marvin Harrison Jr. Arizona might want to go ahead and grab T. Higgins.
I can see that. I could really see that. They're like, shit, we didn't get that guy. All right, let's get this guy. And that's a good fit too.
A dark horse, though. Good. A dark horse. The Kansas City Chiefs. They don't have a lot of money, but watch them restructure all these contracts.
Yeah.
and let Chris Jones go and try to pay T. Higgins $26 million. Because if you have a number one receiver to go with that arm that Patrick Mahomes has, along with whatever's left of Kelsey, I'm just saying, don't be surprised if the Chiefs go hard for T. Higgins. But Bengals, I think Bengals are fourth on that list.
Yeah. They can't. You already dropped a shit ton of money on Burrow. You got to keep Chase. Yeah, you can't.
Let's see. Stafford almost retired this last offseason. He could be done at any time. Exactly. That back problem and his neck problem and all the concussions and shoulder issue and his elbow issue and all that stuff. That's why you go get. That would be good. Penix would be a good one. Jaden Daniels would be. Jaden Daniels is gonna be gone, but Penix would be a decent one. Bo Nix would be a decent choice. I think I won't be surprised if we get 5 quarterbacks in the first round. Most mock drafts won't have it. I wouldn't be surprised if we get 5.
Yeah.
And then JJ McCarthy gets somewhere in the second.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess definitely see the Rams I could definitely see Rams. Stafford, like I said, he's tough, but man, it catches up with you, man. He got the crap beat out of him for all those years in Detroit. You know what I mean? He got beat out, so yeah, he's ready to be done. So, but I think he plays at least one more season.
I think he has one more year in him, and then you can have someone sit behind him and then come in and be great.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm a Penn State University fan, so I'm rooting for Washington. Okay, but you gotta remember they're gonna be part of the Big Ten next year too. Like we're all gonna be rivals. We're all gonna be this. This is what it is. I don't hate too much because I know Illinois, we're not gonna win anything. So it is what it is. But would Zach Wilson really be that bad with an O-line? Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I think the O-line, Aaron Rodgers would have been great with that O-line, even with a bad O-line. Aaron Rodgers still would have made them get to the playoffs. I just don't think Zach Wilson has talent. I don't think he has that it factor. Are people going to? Can you galvanize a team? Like there's times Justin Fields looked terrible last year, terrible, but he was always the leader, and people always wanted to fight for him, and they wanted to follow him. That's not Zach. That's just not him.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. They didn't give Trey Lance a chance, though. I agree. I thought Trey Lance should have went to Minnesota.
Oh man, that would have been shit. I didn't even think about that. That would have been pretty solid.
I thought that really Kirk Cousins, Trey Lance would have had his opportunity this season because everyone else was out there. I thought that he should have been in Minnesota. And I think he would have kept that team and he would have been the starting quarterback. I'm glad he didn't go there because we would have had a hard time dealing with him because he has a lot of talent and him with JJ would be amazing.
Ooh.
That's what I think. And I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas trades him because Dak is having an MVP caliber season too. Yeah. He's not going anywhere. So.
No.
And then boys agrees with us. Yes, Zach Wilson will still be that bad. Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to Rodgers? So Rodgers, I honestly believe if the Jets were in the playoff contention, that he would have played. He would have came back and played these last 2 weeks. Even from what I heard from Kirk Cousins when he said he was talking to Aaron Rodgers and how he's practicing and running and all this stuff.
That's crazy.
I think Aaron Rodgers would have been playing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Poverty franchises make poverty players.
That's really true though.
It is.
It's hard to change the attitude, to change. I mean, you literally have to change everything, to get to be out of that, because that's what the Bears are doing right now. Like, we finally have a president. First time ever. We're one of the oldest NFL teams in the NFL, and we finally, for the first time in 2023, have an actual president.
Yep.
It's not a mom and pop shop anymore. But that's what happens. The poverty team, it takes a lot.
Takes something special. Yeah.
That is a good one. I like that.
To have a long-term bet with multiple people that Fields will be the best QB out of that class. I think he will be too. I think T-Law is good. I think with just his rushing upside is what's going to always propel him. Just one. I think T-Law in maybe next year, top 7. I think Justin Fields could be top 5.
Ooh.
Man, don't if we get Marvin Harrison Jr. Mm-hmm. Let's say we get the center from Washington or something like that, or from Michigan or from Ohio State, someone like that, or Penn State, someone like that, and we get Dallas Turner also. So we get the center in the second round, we get Dallas Turner and Marvin Harrison Jr. in the first round, and we keep Justin Fields, and we still have a boatload of money, and we pay JJ, and and we cut Cody Whitehair, and all that happens at the same time. Mm-hmm. Watch the F out.
Yeah.
Just say,
because you could pay JJ and still have a boatload of money,
and you don't have to pay Justin yet. You can tell Justin, hey, prove it one more year. If you do it, and then if he gets off to a high start, you give him Give him one of those contracts that what's his name has what's it? It was Jalen Hurts, right? Jalen Hurts has a contract right now that it's like he's only going to make $6 million. He had a huge signing bonus, but it's only be like $6 million against the cap for like the next 3 years. So they could continue to sign all these great people, and then he gets his boatload of money.
Yeah,
you could sign Justin Fields to a similar type of contract in the middle of next season. Do the same thing. So now 3 years, you pushing it down. You gave him this huge signing bonus, but you push that contract down way down, and he gets some money later when he's ready for the money. But he still has a signing bonus, and he stays in Chicago. I think that works.
I see it. It makes sense. And I was like, I'm like, if like us guys on YouTube see it, post for sure. Like,
he's thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
So Rodgers didn't play enough to have any idea he'd be behind that line. But the thing about Aaron Rodgers is as a Chicago Bear fan, I hate him in every way, like literally, because it's just what it is. Green Bay, I hate him. Said I own you. I hate you. But
that's such a dick move.
He has such a quick trigger. It's so hard to sack him because it gets the ball out so fast. And Garrett Wilson would have had a special year with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
And the Aaron Rodgers thing, I can't fully put it on the line. It was so early in the season. Definitely that kind of injury is always like a freak accident kind of thing.
It was like that Gridiron Heist episode when they were talking about, hey, you can come play, but all you gotta do is walk across this AstroTurf field. He's like, I don't know anything about that. They should get rid of that. They should only play football on real grass.
100% agreed. 100% agreed.
So, will Watson be the starter next year? Yes. His guarantee contract means Cleveland will have to make sure he's the starter.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Flacco stays.
Joe Flacco's got it made right now, man. He's got it made. Because like win, then it's great. Lose, you're like, hey, you still won for us. You did great. So it's like, and then he comes back next year and just like sits back with some fucking martinis and waits for Watson to get hurt again.
Exactly.
Exactly. He's got, he's so man. He's got it made. He can ask for
Foles. He can be Nick Foles. He just comes off the bench, and leaves Cleveland to a. If you imagine Cleveland goes to the Super Bowl, oh my god!
Then you know how much money like Flacco would want as a backup. But
the thing is, he's 38, so there's no worry about that.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be anyone's franchise quarterback.
Yeah,
he just will be a backup quarterback. He'll stay in Cleveland and do whatever he needs to do.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if just saying he takes the Browns to the Super Bowl, which is funny. But how can you not? I mean, granted, you're not going to drop a shit ton of money. One, they probably can't afford it. But if I was Flacco, I'm like, hey, man, like I want a decent amount, and I'm not talking about crazy. A backup,
you give him a decent
amount for a backup,
$8 to $10 million.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking,
It's the problem is just Deshaun Watson is making $244 million.
So
guaranteed.
Much. Yeah. How much is Myles Garrett making? Because he can't be cheap.
Not enough. Whatever he's making is not enough.
That's true. It's not enough. Yeah.
Let's look. Myles Garrett's on contract.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's just not enough. It's a 5-year, $125 million extension.
Yeah, that is not enough for the monster of a man.
Like, do you know how old Myles Garrett is? He feels like he's been around forever, right? He's still in 28.
Wow, really? I thought he was gonna like at least 2 years older. At least like gonna hit 30 or so.
He's still only 28 years old. Next year he'll be 29. Like,
it's not bad, man. I mean, when an offensive lineman hits you and they get hurt, and you're just like, what was that? It's like, yeah.
He's like, did I break your toy? Break into your toy? Pat's got to get made to keep the white QB trend going. But what if the enemy actually goes to the Pats and he wants to go get Caleb Williams?
That'd be a good one.
I think I've heard a lot of reports that that's possible.
Yeah,
they want an offensive mind being there, because when you have an offensive mind as your head coach, you don't have to worry about the offensive coordinator going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You get Caleb Williams there. You have a great offensive mind and be enemy. You know, you could draft second round, third round, start getting some talent around them, start using your general manager.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, guys. I'm just saying.
That'd be really interesting. And then to have the Pats I don't want the Pats to keep winning though. Fuck them. Like they don't deserve it. You already took over my entire like mostly adult life. Like I don't need you guys to win anymore.
Well, I think that'll be a good play. I don't think Caleb Williams is a great quarterback for me, but
yeah,
going to the right place, the right system, the right coach around him could work. Robert Kraft has a lot of money. You know, he just sells some more macaroni and cheese if he needs to. You know, whatever. You know, this is just what it is. With all this said, I want you, Tank, to give me a score for the Bears-Packers game. What do you think you're gonna get?
Ooh, I think this is gonna be a good one. Get the cat out of the way. It's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a shootout, but I got to give it to the Bears. I think it's gonna be like, I can see like 24 to like 17. I can see something like that with Bears. Okay. Obviously Bears.
I believe in symmetry. So the first game of the year, the Bears lost to the Green Bay Packers. I think the score was something like 38-20. I'm calling the Bears win 38-23. I'll give 3 more points. 38-23, because I believe the defense will keep them under 24 points no matter what.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, because I mean, with everything they've been doing on that defense, it'd be good.
Montez Sweat have that Montez Sweat moment.
Yeah.
And I can see it again a lot of
you can play spoiler. You know what I mean? You can play spoiler with them. You know, and it's not, and you're not just playing spoiler is great. Playing spoiler to the Green Bay Packers. Like,
I would love to see them sadly walking out of the stadium in Green Bay. I just want to see them sadly just walking out. Yeah. Oh, we got beat by the Bears. Oh, that's gonna be so great.
Does Justin be like we're taking back that ownership, taking it back? I would 100% say that.
If he had one of those fake stock papers, and he takes it and he puts it,
we could do like a TO, keep it in his sock or something.
That would be great.
Yeah, but Justin's not a trash talker like that, though.
I hope he does. Just do it from once. You know what? Who
end the season like that?
Let's give it to Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat would do it. Or
no, he's too new, but he probably, I can see him do it.
Jalen Johnson would do it. JJ would do it. 100%.
JJ pay the money.
JJ will 100% do that. If he does that, he needs to walk in.
I can see Eddie Jackson doing it.
He could have that point in that whatever little piece of paper in one hand and have a contract for $24 million a year in the other. If you do that, you deserve it.
Yeah.
All right, Ken says, where will Marvin Harrison rank in Dynasty next year? All right, so first of all, for your Dynasty draft, your rookie draft, Marvin Harrison Jr. should be your number 1 pick.
For Dynasty, oh yeah.
I could see him being your number 1 pick no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, over all of these quarterbacks, because all these quarterbacks have question marks on them around them. I believe your top 5 picks would be something like Marvin Harrison at 1, Caleb Williams at 2, depending on where Drake May goes to 3, and Jaden Daniels could go 4. Me at the 3rd pick probably wouldn't do it that same way. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what I'm gonna do.
I know what you're gonna do.
Probably wouldn't be the exact same way, but I would do something different. Yeah. But Marvin Harrison should be your number 1 guy. He should be your Bijan Robinson of any fantasy draft. And I believe Marvin Harrison will have somewhere around rookie year, let's say 78 catches, 1,150 yards, 8 touchdowns next year. So a solid wide receiver 1 still.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. He's gonna change whatever team he joins like instantly. So yeah.
All right, guys. That's all we got for this day's Bear Brandon Grizzly show. Oh my goodness. We talked about the Bears so much, talked about so much NFL, so much fun. I can't wait to talk about more. And guess what? We will. Tomorrow on Dynasty Pylon, we will start at 8 Central, 6 Pacific. We will talk about a lot of more stuff. We'll talk about Gridiron Heights. We'll talk about me and my Dynasty loss and Martin somehow trying to get out here for the Super Bowl to hand me that toilet bowl. I hate him because for it, but I deserve it. I really
clear off the shelf just for that.
No, it's too big for the shelf.
Well, we'll get you its own table. We'll buy you a little table just for it.
I was like, well, it's gonna be so big. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do anything about it, but I'm still, hey, you own up to whatever it is, and I'm sure you guys gotta do whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna own up to my stuff, and once again, G Money, congratulations. Them boys, congratulations. I think Mark beat me in another league. Congratulations. Look, I lost all the 7 guys that beat me. Good job. And hey, better luck next year. But we will be here next week talking about the Bears beating the Green Bay Packers and Justin Ryan off into the sunset for the end of this season and kicking the Green Bay Packers out of the playoffs. I cannot wait to talk about it. We'll see you here, same Bear time, same Bear channel. For me, Brian the Grizzly, here with Tank. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't